Hi friends, welcome back to Post Frontend CRUD application. Previous class we have completed the handling the registration form and handling the login form. In that we have created the on submit registration functionality and on submit login functionality. Today we are going to complete the logout functionality. For that I am going to create one component called header component header.jsx. In this I am going to write react component. In this I am going to take in this header component I am going to take two things. One is the logo, another one is the logout. Two things I am going to take. One is the logo and one other one is the two divs I am going to take. First div is the logo and second div is the logout button. Here I am going to take the h2. In this I am going to take post. Here I am going to inject this header into the my post home page. Inject that header into the my home page. Here after the section or in above the section I'm going to inject this header. Import header from dot header. Once again open the application, localhost 5173. See, I got the post and logout. For this you have to do the class background bg white, like with 100, with full flex, justify center, see I got here, and align items, one more is items center, and padding x-axis 24 and y-axis I'm going to take the 4. If you see, observe here we got like this, and do little more 25 I'm going to take. Padding x-axis 25, 25 is not there, 24 is there. X-axis 24 and y-axis, padding y-axis means vertical and x-axis means horizontal, left and right, and y-axis means top and bottom. Second div I'm going to take flex. For CRUD I'm going to take one logo I have not installed, because instead of logo I'm going to take for logo, come to Chrome, install bootstrap icons, npm install bootstrap. Come here in the front end application, terminate this and npm I bootstrap icons. You have to configure the bootstrap in the application. In the main JSX you have to import the bootstrap. Import bootstrap icon slash font slash, where is that, in the node modules. Here in the node modules, in the bootstrap icon slash font slash bootstrap icons dot css. After completing this, come to my header. Here class name bi. For this I'm going to take one icon, bi Alexa, bi hyphen Alexa. Okay, if you go to here my application, why it is not showing? Okay, maybe I terminated the application. Once again run npm run dev. See, my application is running. Come to my browser. See, Alexa icon I got, give some space, or you can give here gap items center and gap 2 pixel 8 pixel, or you can take here this one and beside. Okay, Alexa icon, and you can increase this also, font or text LG, text LG, and this one also, and H2 also, class name text uh, Excel, and to Excel and logout. Come to logout div. This one flex items center and gap 2 pixel. Here I am going to take in the form of buttons. Here I am going to take span vi chevron, right? I think so. Come to open this here, and in the search bar you have to search the chevron right. This one I am going to take. You can copy this one and paste here in the place of span, and replace with the span. Okay, arrow, right arrow, and if you come to open the browser, see, I got like this. I'm going to change this one here, make it as a border 2 pixel. Okay, padding 2 and py 1, padding 2, and I'm going to change border color black, and change the radius of this for this rounded sm, rounded md, rounded xl to xl. Okay, now it is okay, and items center, flex items center, and justify around, see, if you click on this button, I'm come to I'm redirected to the login page. For that, you have to write the logic for here, const on submit logout, const on submit logout async try catch console.log of error data getting from await. Here in the API, in users, you have to call this function logout user. First import this, import logout user from the API slash user API. Then you have to call the logout user. Here no need to pass any argument. In the header section, after calling this, we are going to check the data.success is true. Success is true. We are going to do the some things, like what is the first, we have to reset the things like a login, this one, the context, user context, these things we are going to reset. Like resetting means again I'm going to make it as a false for the is login also and user data also. These things I'm going to make it as a false. Then later we are going to navigate to the login page. First call the user context, then one more is use context, use context, use context, use context of user context, use context of user context. In this we are getting the set is logout, set is logged in. Do this once again, go to the user context. Here you have to bring these two things. These things is login and set this one also, set user data. Two things we have to bring, and one more is use navigate function also. Use navigate function from the use react router. You have to configure const navigate equal to use navigate. How to call this one? Here in the success, after getting the success, here I am going to reset the is logout to is login to false, and is set user data to is not once double set, is only one set, set user data to false. This one also I'm making false. I'm making to the previous values, like I'm going to making this as the initial values. Initial values these are to false, both are. But after logging into the application, this may be changes. It will be changes to the true, and we user data will get them some object kind of data, like it contains the full name, username, and password. This kind of data is consists of. After logouting or after the session out of the session completes, session expires, we are going to come out of the page, like application dashboard page to login page. In that case, again we are going to come to the initial state. Initial state means like it is going to resetting to the false, both are, and we are going to navigate to the login page. You can call this on submit logout button, like here button is there, on click on submit logout. Here no need to take any event here, because of we are not going to do the form submission. We are going to clicking on the submit. You can make it as a type button also. It is a not submit button, it is a simple button. This button I'm going to click, and if you click on this button, it will call these functions like logout user. After logout user, you can reset to the false initial states and redirect into the login page. So come to my application. If you click on this, this is my application dashboard page. If you click on my, first go to the sign in, go to the sign in page, log in the application. I think I haven't logged in after restarting the application. After restarting the application, you have to once again log into the application and give the password. Login. If you click on the logout button, see, I'm coming to the login. Maybe it is a due to not login, it is a sign in. Once again come to the login page, once again come to the login page, and once again log into the application, give the username and password, give the email address and password, click on the login button. I have come to the dashboard page and click on the uh, logout. See, but if you come to the dashboard page without signing up, see, I'm still getting the login and this post. Unnecessarily I didn't want to get these things, like after login completes only, like after login completes only, I'm going to see these things like a header elements. For that, to make that open for only the after completing the login only, in the post of application, here you have to I already imported these two things, like a is logged in and user data. These things I'm using, these things only I'm going to show my data here. First cut this and user data and login, user data and is login in this case only, and user data dot email address, email, and show the header element. Next one also, this form elements also, if you come to once again, open the browser once again, See, header is not visible. If you log in into the application only, I have to visible. I have to. I will see the. I will see the like header element. If you come to once again localhost 5173, sign in, page, do the process of sign in, do the console.log of is login, comma user data. Email is present in the the data, not directly. It is present inside the data. Data dot email dot email. See, now it is open. Login into the application. Click on this logout. See, I come to the login form. I came to the login form. Once again login. There is an error is there between this login. If you try to refresh this, login and user data. Why? Because of this header is not refreshing in the header is not rendering in the first thing, means here the initially the false is coming. After that we are getting the true. After that we are getting the true and our data. To make this to avoid these things, we have to do the some local storage. We have to do this thing here only. Come to here in the user context, use get user localhost local storage dot, that login status is true. The else case, I'm going to pass this one. If this login status is true, I'm going to the user data to local storage dot get item of, and local storage dot set item of key. I'm giving login status true, local storage dot set item of user info comma data dot data. Yeah, data dot data. These things in the here also you have to change. In the post also you have to change this one. You can now we can user data dot email. You can directly pass this one. Okay, completing off. After completing this, if you click on this login, click on the login. See, I come to the login page. Here this mistake is coming. Video class name somewhere. I have made this in the post. Sorry, in the header. I think so. I have taken here in the class. Okay, now it is. See, if we refresh this, it's still getting like form. Also, I'm going to take the same way. Is login and user data and user data dot email, and this edit and delete buttons also take after login only. This entire thing I'm going to take for this div. I'm going to take after login only. Is login and user data and user data dot email and this thing after login. Suppose I'm clicking on the logout. If you try to go to the home page, okay, maybe in the after here where this in the header page logouting, you have to remove the uh, local storage dot remove item, these things you have to remove the login status local storage dot remove item user info, these things you have to remove. If you click on this login button, I'm not going to here, I'm going to remove the manually. After in the later cases I have to remove this things. Come here and the application, you have to remove this manually. Delete. See, if you come here and I'm not going to see anything. Suppose I'm going to do the process once again. I'm going to the sign in page. Click here John Jane 6 and give the password. Login. See, I got here. If you refresh this application also, I'm still in the login only, in the login state only. That's why my header and this form, these buttons are visible. Suppose I'm clicking on the logout page. If you go to the home page, dashboard page or home page, see, I'm not able to see anything here. I'm not able to see header, and I'm not able to see the form components. I'm not able to see the buttons components like edit button and update button. Go to the login page, click on the login button. See, I'm going to see these things. Suppose you did the suppose you have did the login and came to the login. Once again you are going to the dashboard page. Still I'm in the login only. That's why I'm able to see these things, these components. If you click on the, if you come out of the session, if you click on the logout button, you will able to see these things. Inspect application, the local storage, you will not able to see anything. If you want to see this content, login. Once again refresh this, you are able to see this. This one is the user data, this one is the status in the boolean form. So header component creation is completed. In the header component we have did the two things. One is the logo of the application, and one more is the logout button. And using that, after logging into the application, I'm going to show some components. I'm going to render some components. In that case only, header component and form component I'm going to render after logging into the application only. If login completes, if login completes only, I'm going to show these things, these two components, like a header component and form component, and um, this update buttons, like a update and delete buttons. If you log out the application, if you try to get into the dashboard page, I'm not going to see any components except the post with empty post, title and news, title and body part. You will not able to see anything, any creation of the new post and header of the new post, and any update or deleting of the post. You will not able to see those things. You will able to see only post information. If you like my content, if you like my explanation, please like and subscribe my channel and support my channel.